Florida has recorded the highest number of executions this year with 14, a new state record. Samuel Smithers, a former church deacon from Plant City, Florida, killed 2 women nearly 3 decades ago. He was executed by lethal injection Tuesday night. I sat down with the former state attorney of Palm Beach County, Dave Ehrenberg, to discuss the ongoing debate of the death penalty.
Putting aside your official roles for a moment, what is your take on the death penalty?
Well, the voters of Florida support it. It's in the law. And as a state attorney, you need to follow the law. You can't impose your own judgments over it. But if you ask my personal views, I support capital punishment. I realize its flaws, but I still support it as something that should be used, hopefully, in the rarest of cases where it's just such a heinous crime that it's not complete justice to have someone live out their life on taxpayers' dime for the rest of their life, while the family of the person who's taken from them, that individual never gets their life back, and the family is broken forever. So as far as against the death penalty, there's religious reasons that only God can decide whether you live or die, not the state. And there are reasons that you can get it wrong. I mean, people are imperfect, and unless you live in a perfect world, there could be mistakes. And there's just also a revulsion by some as for the eye for an eye approach.
Some people who go against the death penalty say it violates the Eighth Amendment and would constitute as cruel and unusual punishment. What do you think about that?
It doesn't. The Supreme Court tells you what the law is, and the law is that it does not violate the Eighth Amendment right against cruel and unusual punishment. There are better arguments against the death penalty than that.
And has Florida perfected the administration of execution?
I don't think you can perfect anything. I mean, we used to have old Sparky, an electric chair, until it malfunctioned and smoke came out of the eyes of someone who was being electrocuted. And that was an Eighth Amendment violation. And so then we switched to the injection system we have now. If you're going to impose capital punishment, you don't want there to be torture or undue suffering. I mean, after all, that would be an Eighth Amendment violation. And also, it's just inhumane to treat anyone like that.
Does the death penalty have any deterrent value?
I think it does.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, as the former state attorney for Palm Beach County, I know that there are heinous criminals who commit the worst of crimes who want to plead guilty in exchange for taking the death penalty off the table. So in that sense, it mattered.
And the death penalty continues to be this ongoing debate. How do you respond to the Parkland families who were angry when the young killer of their loved ones did not receive the death penalty?
I share their anger and their frustration. I mean, if slaughtering 17 innocents, most of them children, does not get you the death penalty, then what does? Is there any more important function of government than protecting the safety of our families, the sanctity of our communities and our homes? That, to me, is the number one function of government. And if the sentiment of the community and the state is to support capital punishment, then state attorneys around the state, law enforcement, prosecutors, they should all follow the law. And I think in Florida, we have plenty of imperfections, plenty of flaws in our government and our system here. But when it comes to the death penalty, I think that issue has been decided.